Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Does that work? Hello, 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 hello. That sounds good. I can hear myself. Can you hear me? That sounds good. I can hear myself. Can you hear me? And I can hear the music. Can you hear me now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How's it going, bros? How are you today? Thank you very much for tuning in. Sorry about the technical difficulty. I will be honest, I spent pretty much all day yesterday setting up this brand new streaming setup. It looks like my old setup, but it's not. And that's the magic of yes. Okay. We get there. We're only a couple of minutes late. We're only a couple there's nothing wrong with that, is there? You know, it's typical me, a couple of minutes late. I'm just getting the chat up on a different screen so I can actually see it. There we go. Hooray! We did it! Hooray! Welcome, everyone, to the weekend hobby stream. So this weekend, I'm going to be painting all weekend with my partner in crime, Jay. I haven't called Jay yet, so that's going to be another thing we have to deal with soon. But I hope everyone's well. How is everyone? Who are we joined by today? Looks like we're joined by Datsun Des. Combat Wombat can't make it because he's working, but hopefully he can catch it later. Master Arcade, Phonics, Mark Wilson, Danny, how's it going, buddy? Gumbelina, hello. Running Bear, hello there, hello there, hello there, and Chris as well. How's it going? So, if you can hear me okay, then do let me know. It looks like it's working my end. It looks like we've got music as well, which is good. And it looks like everything is working fan-dabby doozy. So, if this works, let's have a go. Let's have a go. This is, look, we've got an actual camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. And as you can see just above, we've got Jay. So Jay is streaming on his channel at twitch.tv/MohawkMiniatures. But we're painting giant space marines. I've cheated and he's going to find out in a minute. I've already primed it because I've cheated. But I'm painting this gigantic space wolf. This space wolf is 200 mil tall, not including the sword. Because this sword sits in here and it sits higher. So this is like 200 mil. So it looks like we're all working okay. So what I'm going to do... I'll just call him. I don't need to text him. I'm just going to call him. It'll be fine. JJ. Ring J. Hopefully that's going to work. Make sure my voice and audio settings are right. Input. Ring, Jay. Ring. I'm ringing him. Is it working or not? We don't. He's cheating. Look, he's already started. He's one ahead of me. He did say you can prime it on Monday. He did, to be fair. He's just not bothered. So, he's just not bothered at actually priming it. I'll text him and tell him I'm ringing. I did say 20 past, but... But this is one of the longest painting streams I'll have ever done, which is going to be quite interesting. I'm going to have to take my coat. Did everyone get their jumper? Did you what? If you bought a jumper, did it come? I mean, he's had 9 minutes to get started. That is a joke, right? Just attach a makeup brush to an electric drill for some faster dry brushing magic. I do have a makeup brush ready, because I am going to be dry brushing all of it. I'm already quite warm. I'm already stressed. I'm already so stressed. Don't look at my green screen. Just ignore that. This camera's terrible. Let's sort that out while we can.
Big 10-4, this is Rubber Ducky.
Good morning, 10-4. How are you doing? I know you're Rubber Ducky, I'm 10-4. Hello, it's Rubber Ducky. You can't hear me? Brilliant. Okay. This is going great.
He's not talking, that's why.
Check.
There's no green light around his...
Check. Okay. I don't think
Hello.
so.
Hello, Micah.
Wait for it. Can you hear me now? Oh,
Can you
hello.
hear me?
Hello. Guess who's been playing Among Us and left push to talk on?
Well done.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. Is this the first time my voice has been on your channel? I think
Maybe.
It might be. Yeah, I think it might be, you know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I cheated, Jay. I primed it. I've seen you have not primed it.
I haven't primed it. No. No. I to be honest, I thought about it. I was like, nah.
And then just did it.
Nah.
So I started to prime it, and I did it with a rattle can, and then I ran out.
Brilliant.
So I've got like
Brilliant.
a half.
You're like, oh, I've only got one Space Marine to undercoat. This little bit will be fine.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna do it in an order where I can go back in with black and finish it off. So that was the clever thing I was gonna do today.
Nice.
But are you okay? We had a nice morning.
So far, yeah, we've had mostly a lettuce and bacon sandwich.
Nice. I had some
So
cereal,
good start.
funnily enough. Had excellent box art, I won't lie.
Yeah. Some nice free-handed breakfast. I like that. That's the artist's breakfast of choice. Did you not find that your freehand was a little bit salty?
Salty?
Salty.
No?
Because there seems to be a lot of salt about it every time we talk about cereal freehand.
Yeah. I'm just kind of
Don't know why.
forgetting it exists now. I'm just pretending it's not. I'm looking for a colour. What's your plan of action, Jay? How are you going to attack this today?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I left the undercoating until today.
Yeah.
Because now I've got a bit of a feel. No, I'm getting a feel of like where I can come in on different angles for the airbrush and so on.
Okay.
To do the different parts, and I think my first job is going to be because I want to do like a green stripe on his legs. Basically, the plan with this is he's Lionel Johnson, and obviously that means
I think you'll find he's Leon Johnson.
Actually, I think you'll find he's Lionel Johnson.
Leonel.
Leonel, yeah. What was the cat thing like? Oh, Lionel Johnson. He's that. That's what he is.
Brilliant.
And so, Tim, I'm well aware that Mikey's voice and video won't match up, but that's because there's a delay between him and his YouTube, and there's also a delay between me and you. But I'm getting his voice straight away, so you're gonna have to just sort of.
You're just gonna have to look at the pretty miniature and pretend my voice doesn't match up. We can't really avoid that.
Not really. No, I'm afraid not.
Unless
guys.
we both set up an OBS virtual camera.
Oh, nuts to that.
Yeah, my bandwidth can only take so much.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing. We are gonna take Leon Johnson, and we're gonna try and tie both the 30k Dark Angels color scheme and the 40k Dark Angels color scheme together.
Nice.
Because his armor and everything would have been very ceremonial from like the First Legion days, and I want to keep a lot of that feeling. Okay. So there'll be a lot of black, there'll be a lot of red, there'll be a lot of white, which I may regret. Let's be honest, because painting white on a 28mm miniature can be a challenge. Yeah. Painting white on something that is 200 times the size or something stupid. Could be more of a challenge than I want. So we're going to give that a try. Okay. And trying to find places to tie the green stuff in. I'm thinking I'd get away with a couple of stripes on the leg armor, the chest armor, that sort of thing, and sort of work from there.
Okay. So what we're saying is you do have a plan of action.
I do. I do have a plan. You don't.
No.
You're a space wolf. Spray grey.
Exactly, yeah. Now,
Mikey level of painting, Nolan oil.
I've got my dry brush ready, Jay.
Get out.
I've got it. Look, I've actually gone out and bought a makeup dry brush as well. Look how nice this is.
Is that for your own makeup? Because you are looking very glossy at the moment, dude.
Olivia Hale. Yeah, it's very soft, but this would be perfect for dry brushing the armor and all of the details at the same time, don't you think?
I will end you.
But no. Now, I might use oils today. It depends how we're doing for time.
How are we doing for time? You've got 2 entire days.
Exactly, but when I come to the point I'm using oils, we'll see what time it is.
Mate, the oils are perfectly fine to use for large miniatures. In fact, you can paint with oils on large miniatures.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily advise it for small scale stuff, because as some of the guys that watch my stream have seen recently, there's some obvious issues that happen because the paint you're applying is usually a bit thicker. And so you could get away with just like slapping oil on now if you wanted.
God,
good for blends.
That sounds stressful.
Stressful?
Yeah.
It's the least stressful thing ever. It won't be dry until Monday. You've got plenty of time to get your blends in.
Stressful.
I'm still undercoating after 15 minutes. You know.
Brilliant. I'm about to put my first colour down. I haven't technically finished undercoating.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Let's jump back later.
I'm winning the race, Mikey.
I'm just cutting corners, it'll be fine. So I figured I'm going to paint the fur, and then I'm going to paint the armour, and then I'm going to paint the base while it dries. That's my plan.
Nice.
I've actually got a setup where it isn't annoying.
I like how you think that by the time you get to the base, the armour will still be wet.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
a lot of that
will
was
varnish shit at that point.
Oh, dude, this guy's going to get so much varnish.
Yeah.
Like, just to protect it, because the shield weighs quite a lot. As you know, that was the one part that was printed solid. Everything else is pretty much hollow.
Yeah.
Apart from the sword, which is very thin, and obviously some of the little bits like the head and so on.
Yeah.
But the shield is solid, and
Hell yeah.
it's massive. Like, you guys on Twitch that can see and YouTube over there, you know, this is the Indomitus Captain shield, and that's quite a big storm shield.
Yeah.
And this is 3 times as tall and a million times as thick. It's massive. And I can't actually hold this on anything. There's nothing I found that I can pin this to, so I'm just sort of carefully. I've got it on a little pin. Yeah.
The backpack is just too big. This is hollow, but it's just so large and such a weird shape, and you want to paint every side of it. That
yeah,
I've
you do.
not been able to. So.
Oh, mate. You know, we'll both have to sort of muddle through, but yeah, we'll get there.
So, do you think you're
Just
going to
using
finish
the hair
it at
dry
a
now.
reasonable time?
To be honest, I've sort of budgeted for about 28 hours or so of work.
Okay.
So that's finishing at midnight today and finishing at midnight tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
And I'd call that reasonable for a bigature this size.
Yeah.
Because it's mad. Like, this is an insane scale.
It is.
To paint at.
There's lots to airbrush. Which
It is.
Great.
I've never done this before.
I'm going to try and do minimal brushwork.
Same. Just because like the blends will be better and smoother with the airbrush.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, I'm lazy.
But,
and airbrushing cool.
Well, airbrushing is cool.
Compressor go Bert.
Brilliant.
So, Comedas, how's it going, bro? Thanks for tuning in. I need to see. I've not. Yeah, there we go. I've decided to sit in front of.
Sorry, my housemate's trying to do sign language to me, and it's vague. So give me a sec.
We can get a head start while he stops eating. How's everyone doing today? Their invisible hands are kind of funny. What do you mean, my invisible hands? I don't get it. Have I got invisible hands? No?
Sorry, guys. Have you got invisible hands?
Yeah. Josh says I've got invisible hands. I ain't got invisible hands. I'm just not. I'm a normal
Is your
person.
glove slightly green?
It is slightly green, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah, because it is slightly invisible.
I don't know what you mean. It's not like I'm on a green screen today, Jay. I'm just in my studio.
Really?
As you can see.
Are you normally that shiny then? Because we're looking at some pretty, like, low budget CGI over here, mate.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're talking rubbish.
You think I'm trying to get some misdirection going on?
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to throw everyone off, so you can like get some sneaky painting in while everyone's like looking at me, and I'm trying to explain myself. That's what's happening. Is there a forfeit for whoever finishes last?
Oh no, there isn't, because you're going to cut so many corners. The forfeit is like whoever gets your mini is going to look worse.
I don't think so. I think mine's going to look far superior with expert techniques such as dry brushing and null noil. Chat, can you remind what else triggers Jay?
You.
Dan, I can see the
In
chat, by
general.
the way. I can see both chats, Dan, and I can see you being the ultimate betrayal.
That's not the ultimate betrayal.
That is the ultimate betrayal.
I don't know. He could go further.
It could, to be fair.
But Dan, I appreciate that, mate. I'm glad you're coming over to a high interest stream over here. Yeah, there you go. You could get a goblin green base for him. That would. If you got any goblin green.
Yeah, I've got equivalent. I'm trying to move my lights up to see what I'm doing.
Nick Midday says Mikey's trying to throw Jay off his game.
Easy peasy.
Let's see. Now who's been accused of metagaming?
Min-maxing the triggering.
Gumbelina, Canadian Ranger, how you folks doing? Moon Tyranid. Which one have you got muted? That's the real question.
What music are you listening to today, Jay?
What music?
Yeah.
I've got the stream music on that.
Well, what is it?
Can't listen to all the cool tunes that I'd listen to when you're streaming. It's a good solid mix of like royalty-free rock, metal, that kind of genre of music.
All right.
And this is really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, occasionally just put it on while I paint.
I started listening to lo-fi a lot because I listen to lo-fi while I'm streaming and I have it on the background.
Okay.
Video to go. I just listen to it in the car as well now. I've become one with the lo-fi.
Moon, I can also see both chats, so you know.
Jay, I'm going to buy some colours for that Fire Dragon Wraith Knight this afternoon. Got any recommendations? I recommend orange.
I recommend selling the Wraith Knight. I know that's not what you wanted, but crap.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Steiner, what up, bro? So, if I were you, you really want to maximize the contrast. You've got so much of a canvas on that you may as well, right? Yeah, I'm going to start with painting some green. It's going to look really, really weird until we do the black, and then it'll all look cool. So I'm going to do the legs, I think, right on the chest.
Science Pie, how's it going?
No, I did part of the chest. Right, just get all this dried down. Yeah, so start off with like a really, really deep red. So if I'm honest, one of the best ways to do that is just to mix red and black. Get that all over, and then work that up so you've got nice gradients all the way through to a very bright orange. So you just need a good red, like Kador Red base from P3 is amazing. Evil Suns from GW, almost as good. Flash Gitch Yellow from GW, most epic yellow. And then any black that isn't too satin, and then just matte varnish the whole thing at the end. You don't need to buy a trillion colors, guys. I know like every single paint company in the world will tell you you need this and that and the other, and then then you can paint one mini with the 37 paints that we've just sold you. But you don't need it.
After we roll away with all of our profit.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I like how they're rolling away in that example as well.
They're rolling away on their mountain of paints. That's what they're doing. That's why they won't have dropper bottles.
They're hiring 4 Ubers just to take their cash.
Yeah, exactly. Jay's face,
Congrats,
he's beautiful, says Science Pie. Yeah, that's what Jay looks like. That's a miniature version of Jay in the top corner. So, me and Jay are streaming this weekend. We're both petting a giant mini. A Bigiature, as Jay has dubbed it, which I actually really
Bigiature.
like. A Bigiature.
Mate, I wish I could take credit for that. That was somebody in the stream the other day. It's like, oh, you're doing a Bigiature. I'm like, what?
Yes, we are. So I'm painting Wolfgang or Wolffang, and Jay's painting Leon Johnson.
I think they're paying Icy McWolf face Bart Howell.
Yes, that's who I am painting.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go, see.
The great thing about something like this is because it's so huge, you can proper freestyle, can't you? You can just go for it and just do what you want. I'm just like
rap.
I've got. You could rap, yeah. I mean, if you want to rap, then by all means, I'm sure your chat will love it.
I think Malev will
don't worry,
have
Jay.
a word to say about stealing his USP, you know.
No, it's all right, Jay, because I've got a handy mute button. So if you want to rap, you go right ahead. So you can just like go for it, you know, just whack some colours in.
The only rap I know is like Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
No, I want a custom Leon Johnson rap.
Custom Leon Johnson rap.
Yeah.
Don't know what rhymes with traitor.
Beta.
Beta. Like clickbaiter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, clickbait.
Mordecai, thank you for following. I'm telling you now, you should definitely not dry brush your mini.
Why?
Because I thought this leg panel was perfectly flat, and it's like a thumbprint, all the little
so that is the
like
alias
walls and layers of yeah. Mordecai getting his sub on, absolute superstar. Thank you very much, bro.
What thing? You could always go in and buff it and then do it again.
No.
Yeah.
No. I don't need to. I'm not going to dry brush it, you see.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just going to fill it with a billion layers of airbrush paint.
Makes sense.
You know that Rick and Morty episode where they get like complete smoothness or complete flatness?
Yeah.
We're going to do that with the airbrush.
I was going for the authentic Forge World look when I printed it for you.
Really? Well, you fucked that up. The sword was straight.
Have you seen those new knights they've been selling? I don't like to shit on Games Workshop, but have you seen those new knights that are selling on Forge World?
The they're not Mechanicus, what they call
Titanicus one, yeah, they're just covered in print lines.
Yeah.
And then someone
I've seen a few pictures of that.
Someone emailed in and they were just like, oh yeah, it's for a master modeler. Advanced modeling.
What?
Like, if you position that properly in a printer, you could get rid of that, but okay. Like, it's difficult with this because it's 3D, but they're printing like flat panels.
Oh man.
Advanced miniature modeling.
That's just
Forge World stonks.
utter bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I'm doing at the moment, guys, you can see there's like some random green stripes that are going on, and they're going on really kind of just freehand, basically, but with an airbrush. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm putting down a load of green. We're going to highlight all of these different green stripes that we've got. So we've got a stripe up both of his feet, up one leg, because this one is... There's so much going on there, I don't want to add anything else to that area. It would just look weird. And then we're going to do a little bit on the bottom part of the chest plate as well. And then once I've done this and I've highlighted these up and got them to the point where I want them to be sort of Dark Angels looking greens, then I'm going to mask them off using some Tamiya tape, and then I'm going to paint all the black.
Sounds good. I'm currently trying to remember how to paint fur. So...
What, without a dry brushing?
Without dry brushing, yeah.
It's easy. You slide down different colours of like browns and then wet blend them together kind of messily, and then you get a couple of oils and you do some like solid oil washing with them.
Right. I'll write that down.
There's Mikey. That wasn't helpful.
I'm always up for it. It's just doing it on camera that's the issue.
No.
It's fine when you
No,
get it
no.
wrong on your own.
Yeah, but trust me, it's fine when you get it wrong on camera as well. We've all remembered Captain America's shield.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrate your failures. Besides which, what pessimistic attitude is that of like, oh, I'm going to get it wrong, so I won't bother?
I never said that.
That's basically what you said. You just didn't actually say that.
I was just enjoying the second-hand embarrassment for me later.
I reckon you should do some freehand on that guy for sure. He looks like he's got a lot of like decent panels for it.
I mean,
No, sincerely,
quite
I'm
a lot.
not trying to make a serial joke. Not again. Not this time. Turn the music down a little bit so you can hear Mikey better. Gumbelina's put in the chat. So Mikey has performance issues.
A bit rude.
That is a bit rude. Like unconfirmed performance issue.
I mean, I don't like to admit it. But so what? It's not shameful.
Never happened before. Promise.
Promise, exactly.
Bansel Starms, you take care. Conradson says he's Lionel Johnson, the English poet. Exactly. He's just feeling particularly badass on this poem that he wrote himself into in like a breaking the fourth wall style thing. I see how we've both got fur to paint as well.
I mean, you have a hell of a lot more fur than I do.
I do, yeah. Yeah, I've actually got two kinds of fur as well, the way I'm looking at this, because on this guy's shoulder, there's a lion here, and that would look really shit if I did this lion the same as I did this lion.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this is going to be actual fur, like painted up as fur, so a natural thing. Whereas this I have to paint up like a sculpture.
Right.
Still not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to end up painting it white.
Makes sense.
Which is filling me with joy right now. And imagine by the time I get round to that section at like 10 o'clock this evening, going to be filling me with so much joy.
So much joy. Yeah, because fur's a weird one because you're like, the darker bits are on top usually, aren't they? Yeah, it's like reverse shading.
Yeah, especially on like lion manes and stuff.
Yeah, because this is
There's normally a lot of dark brown around it, and then the face is the sort of focal point.
Yeah. Whereas like with the wolf fur, you expect like the edge of the legs of this pelt would be like a light brown, and then it fade to like black or dark brown. So it's like reverse shading, which is very bizarre.
And that's that's something to get your head around on a small mini.
And I'm just like, I said, you can just freeze. That's why I kind of set myself up for failure. You can just freestyle, just do what you like. Just go for it and see what happens. That's basically what I was doing.
So I've got a question for you about how you're painting this then.
Mm-hmm.
Are you intending on doing much in the way of edge highlights?
I don't think I will outside of like the jewels and stuff, and maybe the trim.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll be edge highlighting the armor too much. I might do some like focal points. Because normally I'd highlight everything and then go in with like a brighter color and do some focal highlighting on the more interesting bits, like on like for example on this highlights. On like the kneecap, maybe on the chest plate or something, maybe a bit on the shoulder pad. I'll probably just do that because it's going to be a lot of airbrush. There's going to be a bit more airbrush highlighting compared to like flat colors.
Yeah. So really, what's going to happen, guys, is that on a small mini where you're looking at essentially just exaggerating some contrast, bringing out some detail a little bit, edge highlights are fine. Yeah. But as the minis get larger, edge highlights look less and less realistic. And as a result, you need to get more of a volumetric style of highlight. So that is where you are enhancing the volume of something by highlighting like the entirety of the surface area. And that's going to be the biggest challenge on these, is that's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah.
So it's a very different style.
Maybe open a Google tab for Wolf to use as reference. That would be very clever. I should think about doing that.
Reference material is key in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Like if you're unsure of how to paint something, or even if you do know, like really know how to paint something, but you've got something that's a different size or shape to normal, that's a really good thing to use. And there's a trillion images you can get hold of on Google that will be useful.
Where's the fun in that? Would you not rather watch me fail?
No, mate. I always want the best for you. I want you to succeed.
Yeah, you're making this challenge really like commendable and normal. I'm trying to like spark some like competition.
Oh, I'm going to smash your teeth in. Like, don't get me wrong. You'll lose it.
I will lose. I will lose our imaginary game.
He dies. He dies.
Morning, Mighty Moo. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Okay.
You're right, man. Yeah. Good, because I know CPR, but I really don't want it.
Is Ben okay?
Think he's choking to death, but we'll find out in a few hours.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on him.
So, for anyone that's a regular to the channel, we talk about how if you're working quickly, you can wet blend with an airbrush. And that's sort of what we're doing here. You see a lot of the previous coat of paint, because of the amount of flow improver we're using, is still wet. And so when we're getting this put in, we're going to get some blends that are hopefully like spectrally smooth, like unbelievably smooth. So you can see this is still nice and shiny. That's our previous coat of paint, not dry. Just coming with this highlight. A very thin atomized paint. Spray that down on top. Let our blends really become something nice and special. Right, am I going to go any brighter than this? I think
yes.
I am a little. Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yes, that is the correct way. Yes.
Master Arcade says, going to try a marble effect on the sculpture fur, Jay? No, because that's a tiny bit of fur. And because none of it is a flat surface, it makes marble look really shit.
Sounds like
even in the real world, if you got some marble and then sculpted a very textured surface out of it, it would look a bit poo. But if you've got a nice flat glossy surface, marble looks amazing. Might do marble on the big slab on his base. It's like this great big chunk of rock. That might end up marble, but that depends how we're doing for time. But also, this section here won't be marble, but this bit will. This will be whatever color we decide to do the head and stuff. But this is going to be an adventure. I'd say it's going to be a mini adventure, but you know. I'm still trying to work out how I do the sword, and I'm thinking I try a non-metallic metal airbrush.
You okay? That'd be quite
Yeah, because why not? Let's give it a shot.
I mean, you are always going to be limited by that. It's just like YOLO. It's not often you get to paint a 200mm Space Marine.
Literally first time.
Yeah.
So, remember, guys, if you want the Space Marine, if you want my Space Marine, exclamation point WTF to find out what's going on, and exclamation point how to find out how you can walk away with this guy. If you want to win my keys, I believe you need to be part of his Facebook Premium community.
Yes, type exclamation point win in my chat or exclamation point out in my chat and I'll explain how to win.
There you go. Right, that's all the green highlighted up.
I was
really smooth
for Jay, but I asked him for it, and then he said me something else. If you try exclamation mohawk, you get Jay's answer.
If you there's a how command that's just been used. If you copy paste that, then you'll get it. Sorry, mate. It was last night at about 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
And I was just sort of slipping into actually being relaxed for the first time last week. So,
Optimal wake time, 11 p.m.
yeah. Gambelina, you take care, man.
I'll see
Nemar, how you
in my
doing?
stream. Mikey audio breaking up. 1 second. 1 second, Jim. What's up? Does that sound weird? Hello. Was it because I was praying at the same time? Or is that just being weird? Hello? Oh yeah, I can tell. Okay. Check. Kind of annoying. That is awfully annoying. I don't understand why that's laggy. Is that any better? Check. Okay, I'm back in a minute. Where is it gone? Is that any better? Check. I can see and hear you. The audio is good now. Okay. That's good. Better. Okay, because I've got 0 effects on that now. Yeah. Is that still okay? Is that working properly? It's on this one, isn't it? On this one, it seems to work fine. Is that right? That's a bit annoying. Sorry, boys. Now my phone's not working. Brilliant. So it's not working on that one, but it is working on this one. Now my phone's not working. Brilliant. Okay. So it's not working on that one. Cool. Right. Okay. We're making progress. Tele broken on small screen. Ah, interesting. I'm using a different input there. Right, okay. Maybe that will work. Let's try that. Check. You might hear a bit more noise. No, okay, that's not working either. that better? Any better? Try that. Take 3. Check. No, it's not. Is it that that's causing the issue? No, it's not. Is that causing the issue? Okay, we have it again. Do I sound okay here? I think I might have fixed it. But if not, I might have to kill the stream and then load it back up, which would be very annoying. But, you know, we do what we do. Also, thank you very much for the subs. Okay, so that's working. Let's go to the hobby side. Looks like it's working. As soon as I go to the hobby bit, I might have to kill the string because the string keeps struggling. It's awfully annoying. Okay, I'm gonna have to like kill the stream for like 10 seconds and then start streaming again. And hopefully you guys are still here. Hopefully it still works.